Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Governor Beshear introduced new restrictions last night after Kentucky reached 100 cases of COVID-19. And among those cases, Governor Beshear announced 2 confirmed cases of COVID-19 here in eastern Kentucky this weekend. Plus, businesses may be closing down to stop the spread of COVID-19, but they are still working on helping medical professionals. We'll show you how.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. Today is Monday, March 23rd, and I'm Lacey Roberts. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. And Brandon, you know, when I walked outside this morning, I couldn't decide if it was too cold, if it felt good, or I don't know what was going on.
It's like the porridge with Goldilocks and the 3 bears, right?
Exactly.
Couldn't tell exactly what it was, but yeah, it's not bad this morning. It's not bad. It could be worse, could be better, but as we take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar, there's that green stuff again, indicating the rain starting to work its way back in, and you're already seeing it in parts of East Tennessee, southern Kentucky, and central Kentucky. So just kind of keep that in mind as you head out this morning. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, right there around 45 in Wise is our cool spot this morning, and then a couple of 54s. Actually, 56 in Monticello is our warm spot this morning, but we've got a couple of 54s there. Somerset, London, and Williamsburg, 52 Jackson, Hazard, Prestonsburg, and 50 in Pikeville and Harlan. A normal day, temperature-wise on the coffee meter, but it's Monday, so everybody needs a little extra as you head out the door. Speaking of the out-the-door forecast, take your rain gear. You'll need it for a while today, and then it'll start to become more scattered as we head deeper into the night. Temperatures top out right there in the mid-50s, so not a whole lot of movement today compared to where we are right now. The full forecast on the way here in just a little bit. Lacey?
Thank you, Brandon. New this morning, a church in Harlan County is heavily damaged after catching fire last night. The fire tore through the Believers Tabernacle Church on River Street in the Fairview area of the city of Harlan. Officials with the Harlan City Fire Department tell us they got a call about the fire around 9 p.m. last night. And thankfully, no injuries were reported. Officials do not know what caused that fire at the time, but plan to investigate the incident further. And a house broke fire out in Middlesboro yesterday. The Middlesboro Fire Department believed the fire started in the chimney. Smoke was in the house and fire was around the chimney. The fire extended into the second floor of the home. The front of the house suffered heavy losses, but the department has controlled that fire. Thankfully, everyone was out of the home when the fire spread, and no one has suffered any injuries. And a Bell County man is behind bars after setting a bathroom on fire. This happened at a Pilot gas station a mile north of Middlesboro Sunday morning. John Isbell was identified as the subject in this case. Multiple departments responded to the scene. Isbell is charged with first-degree arson and wanton endangerment. He is being held in the Bell County Detention Center. And Governor Beshear addressed the state again last night with a coronavirus update. The governor said there are now 103 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the state of Kentucky. That is up from 16 from Saturday's total of 87 confirmed cases. The governor also ordered all non-essential retail businesses to close by 8 p.m. tonight. And that does not include grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies, or liquor stores.
Let me be real clear that the retail businesses being closed do not include grocery stores. They will stay open. Pharmacies will stay open. Drugstores will stay open. Gas stations will stay open. There is no need to rush to those types of stores. And please, don't rush to any of these types of stores. What that does is create a crowd that can spread the coronavirus.
The governor said more than 2,000 tests have been conducted statewide. In Saturday's news conference, Governor Beshear also asked all churches across the state to ring their bells at 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Here at Hazard, First Baptist Church was up to the request. The congregation rang its bells, and the church has fallen in line with Beshear's orders to cancel all services due to the coronavirus outbreak. And Governor Beshear also announced 2 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in eastern Kentucky on Saturday. One was a woman in Breathitt County and the other was a patient in Menifee County. In a statement, Appalachian Regional Healthcare confirmed the Breathitt County woman tested positive for COVID-19 at Hazard ARH. The statement also said the patient was visiting from another state when she was treated. The patient is currently in isolation. And Senator Rand Paul has tested positive for coronavirus. He announced a positive test from his professional Twitter account. It read, quote, "He is feeling fine and is in quarantine. He is asymptomatic and was tested out of an abundance of caution due to his extensive travel and events. He was not aware of any direct contact with any infected person." Paul becomes the first U.S. senator with a confirmed case of COVID-19. The senator took the test out of caution, again due to travel. Paul is currently without any symptoms and is in isolation at this time. He plans to return to the Senate floor once the coronavirus quarantine has been lifted. Businesses and manufacturers may be closing down to stop the spread of COVID-19, but they are still working on collecting items to help medical professionals. Last week, Governor Andy Beshear asked different places across Kentucky to hand over those things that they're likely not using right now and to be donated to the state's health department. From there, they will be handed out to different hospitals and medical professionals in the state of Kentucky. Officials with Kentucky's Chamber of Commerce says the request has proven to be successful with response from businesses and private citizens.
We've been overwhelmed by the support just of the business community, citizens in general, to really have an all hands on deck approach and figure out how we can battle the coronavirus.
Now, we know many of you have stocked up, but if you do have items that you're willing to donate, you can give those to the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce. And even on its limited schedule, the Kentucky House of Representatives is moving key measures forward. Lawmakers gave their final approval to a bill requiring people to show a government-issued photo ID in order to vote. Now that bill is awaiting a signature from Governor Andy Beshear. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, we talk with medical professionals about what precautions need to be taken by mothers across the country who are preparing to give birth amid this pandemic.
It was a bit of a chilly weekend, but temperatures will slowly rebound this week. Unfortunately, the rain chances continue. I'll have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.